Jazakallah, Brother Sheikh. Now we will start the question answer session. I just want to briefly give you the information about how this session will proceed. We will first start with the sisters. We will give them the opportunity to ask questions pertaining to today's topic only. And once all the questions have been entertained from the sister section, we will then move on to the brothers and ask them to ask their questions as well. And if once all the questions from the hall has been taken, then we will move to the question answer session from on our online forum, Paltalk. And if there are any questions at that time, then we will also entertain some questions from Paltalk. And if I would like to request for those listening online and on Paltalk that once the opportunity arises for you to ask a question, that you should be prepared with your mic to come online and ask the question, because there is a short period of time, and if we would like to give you the opportunity to ask your questions as well. So be prepared, make sure your mic is working when you're given the opportunity to come. Now we will start the session with the sisters, and if you have any questions, our administrators will come to your seat and will give you the mic. There's one question.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
I'm Mrs. Tosi. Just wanted to ask about defense saving certificates. Is it riba or not?
The defense saving certificates, you purchase these with money.
Yeah.
Defense certificates are bought. You have to buy them, right? So once you are buying them, so you are buying it from what money? Some money that is a profit with you. That is why you got left over that profit. From that profit, you are buying the defense certificate.
From my savings.
From my savings. So that from saving, if it's justified money, you can have this defense certificate. Justified means you've given the zakah or you've given the sadaqah, that is the 20, and then you have that saving money 80. From the saving 80, if you buy defense certificate, it is lawful.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Mrs. Jawar.
Yeah.
Like we have a BC system or pool money system in our houses, so do we have to give sadaqah on that also?
Now BC or pool money, the people pool in money and then committee or pool money, that is also again if a person is saving some money, that is why she or he is pooling in that money. That means that is after the expenditure is being done. So that saving, if you pool the money that you pool in that amount, should be justified. You follow what I'm saying? Like for example, you have to pool 100. So if you are saving 100 rupees, if you are saving, then you have to give 80. So if you are saving much and that saving is justified, the saving is justified, then you can pool that money, and then you don't have to give any. So after the turn comes to you, get the all amount. That is all your saving basically in a year's time. So the total amount should be, if you are giving monthly, I don't know how it was, sometime monthly, 3 months or whatever, the pool money you do, but it should be relevant to your justified money. If it's a justified money, you've given zakah or justification, then that sadaqah, charity, or that amount that you have saved would be justified. If you have not given, then after getting the whole amount of money, then you have to give 20 on that. But initially, if you are doing it so, then there's no problem.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My question is from Surah Al Imran 3 and Ayah 130. O you who believe, do not eat a riba, double redouble, and take guard of Allah so that you may prosper. Now, people who are consuming a riba and not giving 1/5 of the profit, they seem to be prospering. They have big houses, expensive cars, they go on vacations, and apparently they're not suffering, apparently, in this life. So how do you explain this?
No, actually, you want to see the suffering by the physical appearance, or if you go and look into the hearts and minds of those people, you'll find that they're sufferers. Believe me, everybody. Let me clear one thing. Allah bidhikrillahi tatmainul qulub. That the hearts find satisfaction with the zikr or the remembrance of Allah. So if you follow Allah's ayahs and Allah's message and govern your personality by it, then you get satisfaction of the heart. In true sense, if you are not, believe me, they can have a lot of $100,000 billion traveling all over the world, but their inner self is not satisfied by anything. So your question is that apparently it appears to the rich class of people that they are having this amount of money, they are traveling, but if you go and ask their personal lives of these people, you'll come to know they are actually sufferers with all this money, with all this wealth.
The other question is, when you say all the ayahs of riba, they're for the believers, does that mean that it does not include people like Bill Gates and Queen Elizabeth II and all the million and billionaires?
No, the question is that they are not only following one ayat, they are not following the whole Quran.
That's right.
So they will be getting the fire because the Quran is existing. And nowadays, all the media is propagating Islam, is negatively or positively. It is being propagated in the whole world about the Quran, about the Islam, about the terrorism, about this and about that. The whole world, the media is projecting Islam in any form of way. So you have got a chance to find out what the Quran is, what Islam is, what Muslims are. Not by the behavior. No matter people are propagating. So the whole world knows the word Quran. The whole world knows about the Islam, and the whole world knows about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So now it has become very easy in the internet and all over the world. They can access to the Quran in all the nationalities, and all the translations are available. They can read and translate, and the message is propagated all over the world. So it doesn't. I am saying these are not people excused who have this amount of money. What I was referring in the Quran, that this riba is this sadaqah, charity 20 is for the believers. So it is not for because the people are saying the Jews and the other people are taking riba. The other banking system is riba. In that connection I was referring, it is we, us, because they are referring to because we are eating riba and we are saying this is riba. This al-bay mithlu riba. This al-bay, the specific deal is like a riba or the increase. So what I was referring to, it is addressed to the believers. So among the believers are saying this. Not the other Jews are not saying this is riba. The Christians are not saying this is riba, the increase. So neither they are saying al-bay is Mr. riba. They are not saying it. So that doesn't mean they are excused out of it because they don't practice Islam. They will be caught on the day of judgment if they did not share it as per Allah's ayahs and they did not work. But Allah can take the money from them where His own way. You know, there are rich class of people. I have come to know that they even the money cannot be shared with him. In his lifetime, he was not able to got the money. After his death, the children did not got it. Some gave it to some charity center. Some other place the money was transferred, or it was robbed. There are many ways Allah knows how to take money from anywhere, from any person. He knows his job.
Before putting in my question,
Yeah.
I would like to recite this verse from Alan Paul. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا غَنِمْتُم مِّن شَيْءٍ وَأَنَّ لِلَّهِ خُمُسُهُ وَلِلرَّسُولِ وَلِذِي الْقُرْبَى وَالْيَتَامَى وَالْمَسَاكِينِ وَابْنِ السَّبِيلِ إِن كُنتُمْ آمَنْتُمْ بِاللَّهِ وَمَا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا يَوْمَ الْفُرْقَانِ يَوْمَ الْتَقَى الْجَمْعَانِ وَاللَّهُ عَلَىٰ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Now my question is this. The question is that the word Jaman, which has occurred in the 41st ayah, you have translated it as two accumulations, whereas many other translators have translated it as two troops, combatants, or two forces. Could you please justify your translation with any other word, the word Jaman, with any other ayah?
Okay, the word, you see that refer to وَمَا أَنزَلْنَا لَعَبْدِنَا يَوْمَ الْفُرْقَانِ يَوْمَ الْتَقَى الْجَمْعَانِ وَاللَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. And whatever we revealed over our servant on the day of the division, Furqan is the division, the day when two accumulations are met. The two accumulation or two jama is added. So now your question is that jama'an is referred, mostly the translator for jama'an, they translate as two forces, two combatants or two troops, because this, as if there is a war going on. That's the concept they are trying to put in this particular ayah. So if you note in Surah Al-Humuza, 104 ayat, 104 surah, you can write down Al-Humuza 104 surah and ayah 2. Alladhi jama'a malam wa'addada. Alladhi jama'a malam wa'addada. Now here the word jama, in Arabic jama means who accumulate, who accumulates wealth and count it. Jama, in Arabic is jama. And in Arabic language, two jama means jama'an, jama'an, al-jama'an, al-jama'ani. So this is the word al-jama'an, jama'ani is referring to two jama'. It is not referring to two forces, or combatants or troops. It is referring to two jama', one accumulation of wealth and another accumulation of wealth. In this verse is referring to وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا, and we have revealed over our servant Yawm al-Furqan, the day of the division, Yawm al-Taqal Jama'an, when two accumulations are met. So the two accumulations that are referred to in the ayah that I referred to is, the one is the sadaqah, charity, when you consult with the messenger, and that is in Surah Al-Mujadlah 58 and 12. When you consult with the messenger, you have to give the sadaqah. That is according to the means. That is one jama with the messenger. The other jama with the messenger is the 20 of the people. So these two jama are added with the messenger. وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا, and it is whatever we have revealed over our servant. Yawm al-Furqan, the day of the divisions, when we want to share it, when we want to divide and give it to the categories. Yawm al-Taqal Jama'an, when two accumulations are met. And the two accumulations are met or given to the messenger is, one is from Surah 59 Hashr, that Allah says, Ma afallahu, I read that, I can read you again. Ma afallahu ala rusuli min ahlil qura. From the cities of the people, the money is been bestowed, is given to him. And one is the consultation according to the means, that is referred in Surah 59 and verse 58, Mujadlah 12 verse, and Hashr 59 verse 7 verse. Now again another, what the word forces, the translation or the combatant or the troops or the forces are mentioned in the Quranic ayat. That's a very famous Surah Al-Nasr 110. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. When fatah means victory, comes to you, when Allah's help comes to you, and opening comes to you, or a fatah comes to you, or opening comes to you, وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا, and you see mankind entering in the judgment of Allah, afwaja. The word afwaj is the plural of fauj. And Arabic fauj means combatant or combatant or troop, army troop. In Urdu also we know fauj. Fauj is a troop. So there the Arabic word jam'an is not, the translators translate jam'an as troop or combatant or forces. There are two accumulations. And afwaj is a plural of fauj, and fauj is a combatant or a troop. So he says, وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ, and you will see mankind, يَدْخُلُونَ, entering, فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ, in the judgment of Allah, afwaj, as a plural of fauj, as many troops. Every believer who enters in the judgment of Allah, you will see Allah says as troop, as a combatant. So here Arabic words have got the word troop, combatant for fauj, and afwaj is a plural, means combatants. But here al-jama'an does not refer to as forces or combatants or troops, it refers to two accumulations, which I translated.
Even you are taking it in a mathematical condition where they talk about two, they don't talk about a single plural. They said two is a separate from.
No, Jama'an means dual. Jama,
Only two, that's it.
Jama'an is a dual of Jama. Jama is singular. The word itself, word itself is singular. Jama'an is dual. And Jama'an people are translating as troops, as forces. I have translated as accumulations. But I have also given alladhi jama malam wa'addada. That man, there is a person who is jama, who is accumulating and counting, wa'addada. And he counts it. And I have also given for the translation of fauj or troop or combatant or forces is referred in the Arabic word is fauj. Afwaj is a plural. So that translation that people are translated as in the al-jama'an as forces or troops, as two people who are combatants. No, they are not referring to it as combatants or troops. It is referred as two accumulations, two jama. It's jama'an.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
In your lecture, this you have translated. Most of the translators translate the word ghanim as booty, but you have translated it as profit. So, can you give us the name of the dictionary from which it is given the translation is given as profit?
Okay. Thank you. Actually, I know this more because mostly, well, all of the translators have translated booty is for ghanim. Ghanim. And I have translated, I am the only one person who has translated ghanim here as profit. So first the reason I've already given it to you in my lecture that the Christians and the Jews, they are attacking people and they are they're taking that loot and booty, they're making this as a booty. So Arab Christian and Arab Jew who speaks Arabic language, they know that this ghanim is basically loot is ours. So they have translated as booty. Now the dictionaries, if you go to I will give you the names of the dictionaries, you can write down. Arabic English dictionary, from Arabic to English, there's a dictionary by Hans Weher. Hans, H-A-N-S, Hans Weher, edited by J.M. Cowan. I repeat, by Hans Weher, W-E-H-R, Weher, edited by J. M. Cowan, C-O-W-N, Cowan. And if you go page number 803, easy for you, you can find out this word ghanim as the prophet. Another dictionary also, Arabic to English, from Arabic ghanim, you will see in the dictionary the word Arabic English dictionary by F. Steengas, page number 765. You will see this word ghanim and you will see prophet. You will see ghanim and prophet and sometime also booty. So booty, I told you why, because the Christians, Arabs are also there, and the Christians and Jews are also the Arab-speaking people, so they have also written booty. But we have to put here the meaning booty, or what I read is وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا غَنِمْتُم مِّن شَيْءٍ, and know for sure that whatever ghanimtum, your profit, min shay'in, from anything. So here is profit from anything. Then it is for Allah and His Messenger and all these categories. Now if you have put this as for booty, so there is wars are going on against the Muslims or whatever, and the Christians are making this as booty. They are taking the booty, they make the booty a loot of the Iraq, of the Iran, or they intend to do so Iran or in the Afghanistan. They are doing it. They're doing the loot and making this booty. Who? The Jews and the Christians. So that is why they have used this ghanim in the Arabic speaking language people as booty. But for believers, it is not going on a war or sort. So it is simply that whatever the profit you get from anything, meaning it is your inheritance, or you get money from your brother or sister or whatever, or your business or your contracts or deals, or your job, you get money and profit, you have to share it with the people.
Assalamu alaikum.
Awesome.
My name is Mohammed Farid. My question is, Can you give the names of the dictionaries from where you have translated the meaning of riba as increase?
Yeah, same. I already gave you this Arabic word, Arabic English by Hansberg. Just now you wrote it down. Same dictionary. Same these two dictionaries I'm giving you. You will find the word riba is the increase. But I also give you the two verses also. Remember those two ayahs also. Should I give this ayat number? Surah Rum 30 and 39. That is in the booklet. When I asked you to make a circle, I was referring to, because there everybody is translating increase in English. And then there is Al-Baqarah 276 verse, that everybody is translating there as increase. So in the dictionaries also you can find, and there is two verses, all the translations, almost all of them have translated there the word as increase. So it's not the dictionaries I told you this, brother, I told you the dictionary, the same dictionary, and page number if you want to know, for Hansberg edited by J.M. Cowan, its page number is 374. Right? And the Arabic English dictionary for stain gas is page number 400, where the riba, for the word ar-riba in Arabic, translated as the increase. Ar-riba, the translate the word is increase. And in these two verses that I referred to, the word there is for riba is increase. No, you cannot put interest in there or usury.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa assalam.
Your lecture about riba is thought-provoking.
Sorry?
Thought-provoking
Okay.
and appreciable.
Okay.
But I could not understand the little difference between riba and interest. Briefly explain.
Riba, the increase you have understood, from out of 100, 80 you have to, 80 is yours and 20 is the riba, the increase.
Right.
But interest is a deal between a bank. It's a lawful.
Interest is liable to act upon our life.
Sorry?
In modern era.
From the bank,
Legal or illegal?
it is lawful. It is lawful legal. Because why? Because from the bank you are having a deal.
Right.
Bank and you fill a contract that any amount that I deposit, you will give me this amount of interest. The word there is interest, but that interest is a profit. You have rented your money, it has a deal between you and the bank. So the people who are eating riba, or they are eating the increase, that is the 20, they are saying this al-bay is mislu riba. So they are saying that this is riba. This is the example of riba. What? The banking.
It means both are different.
Al-bay means the deal. Deal is between two parties or many number of parties. You can become a shareholder. And this, when you deposit the money in the bank, it's a deal between you. So al-bay is lawful. Allah has made al-bay lawful. But riba, the increase within yourself, with the money that is increase in you, from the profit that you get, and 20 you don't give, that 20 is keep on increasing in you. That is increase in you. You are not having any deal with anybody. You are alone.
Interest of bank is lawful.
Banking is lawful, confirm. Okay?
Riba is different thing.
Riba, the whole lecture was on riba, the increase.
I want easy to understand.
Eh?
Understand, I understood.
Out of 100, out of 120 if you will not give, it is a ghanim. Out of 120 if you do not, that becomes a riba. It keeps on increasing with you. That increase is riba in Arabic.
Right.
And banking is that you are having a deal with the bank. It's a deal with the bank. Whether you take interest or you give whatever you do with the bank, jobs or everything is lawful with the bank, because it's a deal. Because people who eat riba, they say, qalu innamal bay. Surely this al-bay, the deal, the banking, the banking is a deal. Is mislu riba, is like riba. They say this is like riba. This interest is like riba.
Other question arises, religious scholars denies this concept of
You
interest.
heard this today, right? Okay, what do you think?
What are the reasons?
No, this is not a good question to ask to me, but the question that I have explained, right? If there is any question that you cannot understand, you can ask. But why they are denying? Because Allah is telling in the ayah, those who eat riba, the shaitan has touched them into madness, khabti. So they say this is the ayat. I'll read for you this ayat. This is not me talking about them, astaghfirullah. Don't, no, because Allah says those who eat riba, They've defined الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. It says those who eat riba, those who are eating the 20, keep on eating the 20, they say they cannot stand except who stands to madness. In Arabic is khabti. He becomes khabti from the touch of the shaitan, because the shaitan has touched them. يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. They're like the one who stands to madness from the touch of the shaitan. Why? ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ. That is because قالوا, they say, إِنَّمَا الْبَعِي. This al-bay is the dealing with the bank. Al-bay is the deal, specific deal. Mislu riba. This is the example of riba. They say, who's saying that, who says in the world that the dealing with the bank is riba? Who says? In the world.
The scholars deny
No,
this.
they are khabti. Allah is telling them khabti. You don't understand this ayat. I am reading this ayat. So Allah, this is an ayat. This is not me saying. This is an ayat is saying. You are asking
They
me.
boldly say the interest of bank is unlawful.
Sorry?
The bank of the
Who says
interest of
this?
bank is religious scholars.
So this is those who eat. Allah said those who are eating, they are saying in the world. Those who are eating riba, they are not giving this 20, are eating or consuming. They say, Allah says, "Dalika biyannam qalu." They say, "Innamal bay mithlu riba." The al-bay specific deal bank is the specific. Al-bay is basically the specific deal. So banking system is a specific deal. This is mislu riba. This is the example or the likeness of riba. So they are saying it and they are doing it. Why they are saying it? Because Allah said they are eating it. And why? Because the shaitan has touched them and they don't accept the stand to madness.
We can say in other words, sood.
No, sood means black. Aswad. Hajri aswad. Hajar means, what Hajar means? Stone. And aswad means more black. And sood means black. So in the earlier past, in the past time, they used to say black money is interest, riba. Sood means black. Sood means black. Aswad means more black. So earlier ages, when they had no banking, some people used to say, this is sood is black money is riba. So all the time these people are changing this word. Basically riba means the increase. Riba does not mean sood. Sood means black. If I say riba and translate as black means nothing. So sood means black, hajre aswad means more black stone, more black stone, right? So this sood does not fit or translated as a riba. Sood is Arabic word, also occurred in the Quran, right?
Thank you.
You have based your lecture on Surah Anfal. That was basically Nazil hui thi.
Can you put this mic like this?
That was on the background of Ghazwa Badr, and that was purely for the ghanim that the Muslims found in that particular war. Is that right?
No, that we have told like this.
No, it's
Like
not
if you no,
told like that. That
no,
is what Quran is saying.
No, Quran doesn't say that. I'm sorry, no. Quran doesn't say this. What you have just now said. All you have said in the history. It's not in the book of God.
No, it's let me complete.
Okay.
my
No, I understand what you are saying is that what the surah was revealed in some war. That's
Right.
you are saying. It's not in the book.
No, it's Surah Anfal is basically revealed on the war. Right?
No, that
And
is you are saying this.
that
it's
is
not
what
like
I am
this.
saying. It is what all scholars are saying.
No,
Muslim scholars.
that doesn't mean it becomes a fact. You read the surah.
Let me complete my question.
Okay, what's your question?
And
is?
you based your all lecture on that surah, and you related all the profits that we get from the businesses to that ghanim.
Yes.
I didn't understand that. The basic question is that ghanim is basically that Muslims get out of the war.
That is booty.
That is
Loot.
booty or whatever.
No,
whatever.
it means loot.
And that particular wealth that comes out of that,
Of
the
loot.
1/5 of that is the part of.
Yeah, I understand.
Allah.
That is what the people are explaining of this ayah. That is why I read the Bible for you. Because the loot is being done by the Christians. The Muslims are not allowed to loot and the people's money or
That
make
was
wars.
not particular loot. Muslims didn't go to fight to other cities.
Why we fight? I am telling you, brother, if you come the next meeting, I will be delivering a lecture on war. And there is not a single ayat in the Quran that you make wars in the way of Allah. And for war is harab. Not wajahidu fi sabilillah. Jaddo jihad, jihad means struggle in the way of Allah. But there is not a single ayah which refers to harab, means war. That you have wars in the way of Allah. It is the Bible who says you attack a city and you loot. That's why I referred to in the Bible. If you come to the next meeting in the Saturday, I'll be delivering a lecture on wars. All the places where the word war has come, including in Surah Anfal, and you will find out that there is nowhere Allah says that you must have wars against the non-Muslims. It is like on the contrary, Allah says that Allah gives you a notice of war, you the believers, who eats riba. He's giving you harab Allah. You see, the ayah that I read for you, that is in the booklet, I just say, وَأَذَنُوا لِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ. I'll read for you again. Page number. You see, it is here. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا, and that is Surah Al-Baqarah 2 and Ayah 279. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا فَأَذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ. Harb here is war. فَأَذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. This is the word harab. I told you, I was delivering a lecture and I said that if you do not leave off what remains from the riba, the increase, that is the 1/5 ghanim of the Prophet, فَأَذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَإِن تُبْتُمْ فَلَكُمْ رُؤُوسُ أَمْوَالِكُمْ. Now the word harb is used here in this ayah, that if you do not leave off the riba, so Allah is giving a notice of war against the believers. The harb word is used nowhere in the Quran that you have to make a war against the unbelievers. But Allah gives a notice of war to the believers who are eating riba. I will be delivering a whole lecture on riba, on harb. Harb in Arabic means war. And in the whole Quran, there is not a single ayah which says you have to have a war against the non-believers. Jihad is there, fighting is there, and we can have discussed. There is a separate lecture I have delivered on jihad. There is a separate lecture I have delivered on war. There is a separate lecture I have delivered on killing. These are separate words, but we intermingle them and make a terrorism another lecture. I intend to do so. You can join in next week. I'll be delivering a lecture on war. Is Muslim believer is allowed to have war in the way of Allah? There is not a verse in the whole Quran. Inshallah, you will be attending next week. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, that brings us to the end of the session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.